Yes, my peoples, what's happening? What's going on? I hope everyone's all good and well. Ashctizzy here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually my first YouTube video. I know I've been on a couple people's channels talking about football. This is my first one on my official channel. So yeah, please, for me, like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notifications, turn on all of that stuff that YouTube allows you to do, because you're gonna get weekly football stuff from me, sports stuff. Not even just that, but you're gonna get conversations, like real conversations, real sports conversations, not these conversations where it's just like people are just buttering up and just saying what they want to say to please other people. No, we're going to be having some serious conversations with some serious people with some serious ball knowledge. So yeah, stay tuned. Shout out the people on my TikTok as well who have been saying to me, yo, Ash, get on YouTube, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. I've been prolonging it, but you know what they say, you can't rush greatness. But finally, we're here, and let's get straight into it. No games. Arsenal won, Manchester United no. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't want to say it was easy dinner, but Man United didn't do nothing. And to be fair, when I saw the lineup, I saw no Rashford. I saw no Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, we know Varane's not playing. I'm even hearing Martinez was screaming, let me play, let me play. You know what I mean? But Voldemort, the bold Voldemort, Eric Ten Hag said, nope, you can't play. You're not fit enough, whatever. I don't know. That sounds like a Man United issue. But either way, they would have got cooked same way. Because I don't think that we come out of, let's say, third gear. I don't know. I don't think we come out of third gear. I think it was an easy game. I don't think at no point in that game we looked worried. I don't think at no point in that game did we look like we was going to roll over for Man United. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't threaten, to be fair. I feel like we was in control for the whole game. To be fair, we didn't create no chances. And I'm not going to sit here and say that we played good, because watching that game was it was a bit painful at times, because every single time Man United attacked, I did feel like Man United could score. I did feel like they could score. I thought, you know what? What's his name? Is it Ahmad? That Ahmad guy, United got a good player with Ahmad, but obviously it wasn't enough to get nothing against us. But he's a good player for the future, I can't lie. But I don't normally think that our backline looks shaky. If I be honest, I think that we normally look kind of cool, calm, collected. But I feel like Saliba and Gabriel, I don't know what it was. I think even the last game they played against Man United, Højlund, he's a bit of a problem. The way that Højlund plays, he's a bit of a bully. He likes the physical game. He's not too techie, but he's a bit brute. Like it's gonna sound weird, but it's like he can play better than Haaland, but he ain't got Haaland's attacking ability, because he's strong. Like he wants to come in and he's trying to back up a man and saying, yo, let me show you how strong I am, XYZ. Obviously it wasn't enough to get nothing against us, big Arsenal, you know how it goes. But at the same time, he did cause us a problem. I think Saliba played all right. Saliba's composed, man. Sometimes even when I watch him, I think Saliba just knocked the ball, man. But he's not trying to knock the ball. He's not on that. Saliba's not on no punt. I'm from the old school generation where I want my defenders to just, if in doubt, get it out. But he's, if in doubt, I'm going left, I'm going right. If not, can I go forward? So I have to respect it, man. I have to respect it, man. But what I do want to say though, Declan Rice, man, like I didn't know how good Declan Rice was until we signed Declan Rice. Like, I can't lie. I'm in a group chat with a Mandem, and the Mandem cooked me because I was screaming Calvin Phillips over Declan Rice. I'm gonna put it out here now. I was screaming Calvin Phillips over Declan Rice. I don't know what I was smoking, but it must have been Buju Banton or something, because I don't know what I was smoking. Because Rice is elite. Rice is like, I'm gonna go as far to say Rice is the best in his position in the world. I don't even want to call him a DM, because he's not a DM. Like, he's like an old school centre mid. Like, when Man used to play back in the day, when Man used to play 4-4-2, your centre mids, like, you can't have a centre mid screaming, yo, I'm just playing defensive, and a centre mid screaming, yo, I'm just in that 10. Like, that's some new gen thing. That's a new gen tactic. So Rice is almost like a throwback centre mid. Like, he can attack, he can defend, he can sit, he can control the ball, he can tackle, he wins headers. Yeah, man, he's a player. I can't lie, man. West Ham, thank you for that, man. Every single time I see West Ham fans, man, I'm just gonna just say, yo, my guy, salute, salute. Trust me, that's what you have to do for West Ham fans, Arsenal fans, man. Don't even be angry, because West Ham fans try, especially on Twitter, West Ham fans are the worst. Like, they try to talk like they're one of us. Like, when I say one of us, I mean one of the big boys. Like, West Ham, I get that they won that. What was that? Conference League? You know what I mean? Like, they got the Conference League under their belt. And West Ham fans wanted to talk to the Arsenal fans, the Chelsea fans, the Liverpool fans, like, yo, we're on par with you. Little man, sit down, man. I remember even in the first 4 games, West Ham fans were talking about we look better without Rice. Yo, money well spent. Yeah. Halfway through this season, they're screaming Moyes out. But West Ham fans are weird anyway, because Moyes will win them the Conference League. He'll be finishing like 9th or 8th in the league, and they're still screaming, yo, we're not happy with the football. So yeah, I don't know what to say with West Ham fans, man. I think that's a bit of a what's the word? It's a bit of a mad, as Heady one would say, it's a bit of a sticky one still. You know what I'm saying? That's them West Ham fans' issues. But I was saying it to my brethren the other day as well, yeah. Casemiro, yeah, broski, it's time for you to go to Saudi and get that Saudi money. Even if it's not Saudi, you need to go to China, man, because you're out here embarrassing yourself, man. You're embarrassing yourself. And the worst thing is that Casemiro is, the young gen might not even know, but raw ballers know Casemiro's a bad boy center midfielder. Like, yeah, his credentials speak for itself, but not just that. When you used to watch him in that Madrid team, he was a bad boy. Like, he was not like a player where he was just there and he was just being carried. No, Casemiro was putting in work. He was putting in shifts. He was one of the guys in that Madrid team. He just out here looking like a donkey still. Casemiro's out here looking like a donkey still, I can't lie. He's just doing some funny things. He's doing comical things. Like me, I coach football, yeah? And he's doing things where even the 8-9-year-olds won't do. Like, man's giving it back to the keeper, to Onana. Onana's cleared the ball. My man's just jogging. He's like, yo, in his own speed. The ball comes back. Havertz gets, even before Havertz got the ball, you could see him kind of looking at it and thinking, yeah. Comes to Havertz. Havertz puts it across. And the rest is history, man. Trossard, I don't even know what to say on Trossard, man, because I feel like obviously Trossard gets his credit, especially from us Arsenal fans. Like, he might not get the right credit from other fans because they don't watch him week in, week out, or they don't see the contributions that he actually gives to the team. But Trossard is definitely a player that is, I don't know. We was gonna sign Mudryk. Arsenal fans, just take a second. Mudryk. Don't get it twisted. I do believe Mudryk is gonna become good one day. So Chelsea fans, don't do the whole clickbait thing and da. Mudryk will become a good player. Is that gonna be at Chelsea? I don't know. But obviously, laugh now because I probably won't be laughing later. But yeah, we was gonna sign Mudryk and we signed Trossard. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans were thinking, Trossard, he's at Brighton, he's this, he's that. But Brighton produced gems. Remember, we got Ben White from Brighton as well. And Ben White, unsung hero, man. Like, he's a troll. He gets under players' skins. He annoys, man. He don't annoy me, and to most of the Arsenal fans, he don't annoy the Arsenal fans. But yeah, man, he's the guy, man. I even see him the other day trying to take off the goalkeeper's gloves. It's like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You know the man that you just want to just bang, but that's a why. You know what I'm saying? The man that you just want to just punch. Obviously, we don't condone in violence, but yeah, man, he's a guy. He's the guy. He's a good troll. And he's our troll, innit? So Arsenal fans, we have to love him, man. For me personally, I've always said this. I think he's one of them players that's he might be replaceable, but he'll definitely be missed. Like, if we got rid of Ben White, I think that will definitely see a difference. I don't think it's as easy to get a right back in our team to just do what he does. Yeah, there's very good right backs out there, but to do what Ben White does in the system, yeah, I think it's elite, man. I think that even at the back, like, obviously offensively he's quite good. He gets up and down, and him and Saka have a banging relationship. Like, Saka hold the ball up, Ben White will do the overlap. Defensively though, what he brings to us, man, he's almost like a centre back as well. Obviously, you know that Gabriel, he plays on the left hand side. He's got to help out that left side. every now and again. Not so much when Tomiyasu's there, but when we play in Kyrgios, we're playing Zinchenko. You know that Gabriel's got to come over there, so then Ben White almost just slots in. Saliba kind of pushes over a little bit. So yeah, I think because Ben White is naturally a defensive player, yeah, I think that he would definitely be missed. Raya, man, I want to give Raya a shout out as well, man, because Raya, I was one of them guys screaming. I'm not, yeah. If you go on my TikTok, then you'll definitely see I was screaming, "Yo, Raya, what are you doing in goal?" I'm Team Ramsdale, but I can't lie, man. Raya shut me up. Sorry. I think he's very composed on the ball. I think that what Raya does as well is he makes our defense more calm. So it's not necessarily that he is a fantastic keeper. Don't get me twisted. He's of a good standard, and don't get it twisted again. If we had the money to bring in an even better keeper, then I would personally, because I still think we could improve in that position. But I'm happy with Raya. Golden Glove, was it? I think it was the first time since, I don't even know, but I think it was Petr Cech, sorry. So Golden Glove, the first time since Petr Cech. So yeah. And to be fair, he won it with like 4 or 5 games left of the Premier League to go. So obviously, don't get it twisted. Big shout out to our defense and Declan Rice in front of them. But at the same time, Raya has made some decent saves to keep us in the game. I do feel like he does get beat a bit too easily. Like, you know, them goals, yeah? You know, like them FIFA goals where it's like you play against your brethren and man will shoot at a certain angle, and you've seen this goal like 100 times, so you just know it's going in. Like, you just know the games are fixed. Like, you know, no matter what you do to defend this goal, he's hit the power bar in the exact right amount with the R2, and it goes top bin. So I feel like Ray is always sus. He's always suspect to kind of get beat from them FIFA goals, which annoys me. But at the same time, I'm happy with Raya. And Golden Glove, man. So big up yourself, Raya, man. For Manchester United, personally, I think that their best player today was probably, you know what? I think it was that Ahmed. I think it was Ahmed, you know. He looked kind of booky. He looked kind of scary. Like that Ahmed he looked like a player. Like, I hear all this talk about Maino this and Maino that, and Maino's Paul Ince and Maino's this, but Bob Maino was missing. Like, I don't know if Rice kept him in his pocket. I don't know if he was in Odegaard's pocket. I don't even know whose pocket he was in, but he was out the game. He looked like he was kind of blowing out by the time it got to about 50 minutes. I can't lie. I was thinking, yo, young boy is supposed to have their stamina, but the way that we play, don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Even it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the faint-hearted. Sorry. You need to have big to play against us in that midfield. So I'm not even trying to grow Maino. Maino's a good player, but yeah, there's levels to this thing, like, do you know what I mean? And don't get it twisted. He's not playing with good centre mids. Like, he's looking around and there's no Fernandes. Like, who's he playing with today? Like, Scott McTominay. I don't even know, but he's looking around and it's like a player like Maino needs to be around very good players, which is like when he was playing for England, he had Rice around him, he had Bellingham around him, he had Foden around him. Yeah, he's gonna excel because he's a very good player, but he's not a guy at this present moment in time that is good enough to pick the game up and win games. He's too young, he ain't got the experience for that. So I think that, like I said again, I think that if Fernandes was playing, Rashford was playing, even Martinez was playing, I think that you would have seen more of Maino. But I think, yeah, today Ahmad was the guy. Good player, man. Like I said, I don't want to big him up too much, man. I don't want to big him up too much, but me, I always say I'm a football fan in it. So when I see a good player or a player that, you know what I mean, deserves recognition, and I'm gonna shout him out. I'm not gonna hide behind that just because obviously I'm an Arsenal man in it. But yeah, I hear the United fans talking about him, and I see why, man. Arteta, man. It's a mad story because I see some of the Arsenal fans talking about we love Arteta, but if he doesn't win the league, then he needs to go. I love Arteta, but he's only won 1 FA Cup. And I think that's a bit harsh, man. I think that the reality is that first of all, the reality is Manchester City have cheated. Like, yo, spin that back, spin the block, yo, because Everton got deducted points, Forest got deducted points, but Manchester City will deal with that at a later date. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk on that car, my first video, and I don't even want to be getting blacklisted, or I don't even want the video to be getting pulled, or what's the word when they shadow ban it? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to go into the politics of Man City, but they're the best team in the world, innit? That's the reality. Like, I don't care if they got knocked out in the Champions League. We all know that there's some judging at Bernabeu Stadium. Like, that's not a joke. Like, I don't know, but Real Madrid, every single time in the Champions League, are never playing great. But as soon as you go to the Bernabeu, I don't know what's in the changing room, but you're just breathing in some next judge and it messes you up. And all of a sudden, they start, Hala Madrid, and that's it. The game's done, toasted, finished, over. Do you know what I mean? So, Man City are the best team in the world. So, obviously, it's funny for other fans to sit there and say, like, oh, you ain't won nothing, all of this for nothing. You've had the same season as us, you've won nothing. But the reality is we're coming up against the best team in the world and one of the best teams ever in the Premier League. Like, the record speaks for itself, the manager speaks for itself, the goals speak for itself, the most wins speak for itself. Like, you can just keep on going on with Man City. Like, it's not like it's some joke man team where we're throwing away the league to a Man United or a Chelsea. We're not winning the league to a team that's won it 3 years in a row and are on courts to do it 4 years in a row. So it's easy to laugh from the outside in it, but I think as Arsenal fans, you gotta kind of be humble and realize that what Arteta has done is actually crazy, man. Like, he's gone head to head with Man City the whole way. Even last season, yeah, we fluffed it, but we knew what we needed to do. We got Rice in and we've gone head to head. We're going into the last game of the season knowing that we can win the Premier League. I don't remember the last time that's even happened for us. Like, the last time we won the league were 03, 04. After that, we was done out here. Done. So I don't know, man. It's a bit a sweet one, man, because it's like 20 years we ain't won the league, and then it's like we get this close, and it's like Man City they're just like, I don't want to say they're unbeatable, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Someone get the books out, man. I'm calling cheat. I'm calling cheat, because it's not fair, man. Man City are just wiping everyone with the league, but Nottingham Forest are getting deducted points. Everton are getting deducted points. But with it, when it's Man City, it's like, yo, we'll look into that at a later date, man. It's a bump in it. And don't get it twisted. I ain't even one to be calling out the cheat card and that. But yeah, man, I feel like we've done things the right way. We ain't really broke no financial fair plays. Man's coming from the era of moving from Highbury to the Emirates, where man couldn't spend no money. Man couldn't spend no peas. We had to sell everyone. Man, Henri is gone. Fabregas is gone. Nasri's gone. Stagner's gone. Clichy's gone. Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. And man's coming from that where man can't spend no dough, but Wenger's still keeping us top four, screaming about this is like a trophy. Like, trust me, finishing in the top 4 is not easy. Now everyone finishes in the top 4, and it's like, yo, Champions League. But when Wenger done that, you know what I mean? Like, let me sip my tea, man, because if I start speaking, they're gonna come for me. But yeah, man. United fans, what I want to know though is, what do you lot actually think of Eric Ten Hag? Because obviously from the outside, like, if I be honest with you, like, obviously as an Arsenal fan, if I fly straight as an Arsenal fan, like, I want you lot to keep him. I can't lie, man. Voldemort can stay over there, because you lot don't look good. Like, don't get it twisted. You probably played better than us today in a weird way. But you never played better than us in a way of, I thought you was ever going to win. You just looked a bit more on it than us, if that made sense, which I get it. It's Old Trafford. You're playing in front of your fans. You're gonna be on it. You have to be on it. You have to be on it, car. You know, in Manchester and them things there, you man yard gets rubbed. You know, there, and you man don't perform against Arsenal. TVs, not even TVs, but other things might go missing in the yard. I remember when one time when them man started charging a training ground. You man can't even train in peace. So I get against Arsenal, you have to turn up. And don't get it twisted. It's probably easy against Arsenal to turn up. Your phone's probably blowing up every week from man like Ferdinand and that. Yo, today, you know what I mean? It's easy to get yourself up against United. It's not easy to get yourself up against them games where it's Fulham at home or Wolves at home or Villa at home. Because you know what I mean? You're thinking in your head, we're better than them. We're going to beat them. But obviously, football don't work like that. So like I said again, it's easy to get yourself up for big games, especially games where there's historic moments. And yeah, there's pride on the line. But yeah, as a football fan, going away from as an Arsenal fan, Ten Hag's got to go, surely, man. Surely, man. All this talk of he's done this and the Dutch league has done that. I think his signings haven't been great. And don't get it twisted, not a lot of managers get their first signings correct to begin with, to be honest with you. A lot of them don't. But he's got them awfully wrong. And he still sticks with them. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He'll still, like, don't get it twisted. Anthony didn't start today, but that guy's been starting the whole season. And what's that? 1 goal, 1 assist in this whole season. That's a joke thing. Because Pepe got, you know what I'm saying? Pepe got cussed out for less. I saw Pepe step over, scoring, assist. Man was like, yo, he's only got 10 goals. That's not good enough. People sent him out the country. This Anthony guy is, not only are his stats bad, but he's bad. Like, he's trying to do them year 6. Like, he thinks he's jinky majinky, but he's jinky with no jinky. Like, Anthony's jinky with no jinky. Like, he tries to do the whole I'm jinky majinky, but broski, you're not jinky, bro. Just pass the ball, bro. If I was a United fan, that's how I'd be feeling, bro. Just pass the ball. You know, in school times, or even like football times, where it's like you're playing with a guy who, bro, you're not good. Like, you can do step overs and around the world and that, but you are not good at football, bro. You know them man there that could pass you the ball. Your left wing, their right wing, they could pass you the ball, but they would rather do 5 step overs and dribble you the ball just to show everyone, yo, I got flair. But bro, you can't beat a fullback. You cannot beat a fullback. So why are you doing all these step overs, bro? Come on, bro. Keep it simple, bro. Pass and move. Cross the ball. Shoot. All this jinky majinky without no jinky majinky, bro, don't make no sense to me, man. And that's how I feel like with Anthony, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, like I said, as a football fan, Ten Hag's got to go. I think you've got to go and get someone. I think you've got to start again. I think it's the opposite with Chelsea. I feel like with Chelsea, stick with Poch. You lot already come with bare players. He had a headache. Poch had a headache. He had to get rid of the players and bring the players in. And I feel like Chelsea, they're not as bad as people kind of make out. Like, obviously, they got off to a bad start. They got bare injuries, if I'm being honest. And you can see the light with Chelsea. If we're being totally honest, like the way Chelsea are playing, like, don't get it twisted. We slapped them over. We slapped Chelsea back to West London. But other than that, though, they actually look like a good team. They're very inconsistent, but I feel like if they stick with Poch, that consistency will actually come, which is kind of scary, which is why I feel like we have to win the league this year, because I feel like it's not going to be long before Chelsea are knocking back on that door, man. And the players that they've got, when they do click, that's why I said with Mudryk, like, I'm laughing now because I don't think I'm going to laugh later. I think like with that Madawaki, Jackson, Mudryk, Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, Gusto, James, Colwell. What's the other that French centre back, man? What's that French centre back called, man? The one that busts his leg. Oh, that's gonna kill me, man. What's that French centre back? What's his name? We'll circle back on that. We'll circle the block on that one. But yeah, I think Chelsea would be a problem. So I feel like it's the opposite. I think Ten Hag has got to go. I think United have to restart. Like I said, from an Arsenal perspective, I don't want that. I'd rather Ten Hag stay there for another 5 years because I don't feel like they're gonna win jack with Ten Hag there, innit? But I feel like United have the good thing is, if United actually, it's good and bad. Obviously, they've got new owners. They're doing things differently now. So realistically, are they gonna want to swap the manager as well? It might be too much swapping, but at the same time, the new owners could come in and be like, yo, we want to start afresh. Which, from a football perspective, that's what I would do, if I'll be honest with you. That's what I would do personally. But United fans, though, man, like, I'm not even trying to corn you, man, too much, but United fans, especially on Twitter, like, man's not even going to say no names, but man's talking like, yo, we're here to crash the party. Yo, Old Trafford, we got football heritage. Old Trafford, Man United, we got football heritage. Trust me, Arsenal don't want to come to Old Trafford. Arsenal this, Arsenal that. Football heritage. The same way Bayern Munich have football heritage, we got football. But shut up with all of that. Football what, man? And the wickedest thing is, now you man are gonna say, yeah, but obviously we had no Fernandez, we had no this, we had no that. Broski, you was talking about football heritage. Football heritage means it doesn't matter who's playing, there's heritage in that stadium. Simple as that. That means that there's heritage in that stadium, and that heritage got, bruv, we backstrap that one still. We backstrap that one still. You know, them ones there where it's not even a tight bill, just a yo, big man backstrap that. So yeah, man, I think that a couple of United fans, and obviously, like I said, I know how United fans think, man. You lot are bait. As soon as you lot say that, as soon as we come with that as a counter argument, you lot are gonna say, "Well, you're not gonna win the league, though. Where did it get you?" That's my point. It's like you just can't win in it. Like you lot can't take no accountability. You're not gonna hold your hands up and say, "You know what? You come to Old Trafford and spanked us. Good luck with the league." Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You man would rather see Man City win it. That's what I'm trying to say. You man are different, bro. You man are still feeling like there's a rivalry between Arsenal and United. Like you lot still think you're living in the Ferguson days, bro. You're not our ops. You're not our pagans, bro. We can't see you like John Cena. What's going on? We're not your enemies. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there will always be, we don't like you, you don't like us, but bro, we're not in the same dances. We're not in the same raves. We're not in the same restaurants. We're not on the same holidays. We're not even on the same flights. We're not getting on the same flights. You man, you know what I'm saying? We're over there. You're going, you know what I'm saying? Them EasyJet, Ryanair things. You know what I'm saying? We're big, you know what I'm saying? We're outside. But yeah, obviously, now jokes aside, like I know that obviously there's a rivalry between Arsenal and United. But yeah, man, I don't see how United fans, knowing that Manchester City, obviously your rivals are Liverpool, but Man City are they're your neighbors. You know what I mean? Man City are your neighbors. They're your ops, like they're living on your doorstep, like they're having parties every week, and you man are not invited. You man are hearing the parties from your balconies, like you man are like going to your local corner shop, and there's serious Man City fans there, like talking about Manchester's blue, but you don't want to have your ops in London. Like, come on, man, like you lot should want us to win it over Man City, personally, man. Obviously, you lot try to downplay the Manchester City thing and try to say, yeah, they're irrelevant, they're noisy neighbors. I can't lie, that's played out still. Manchester City are the biggest team in Manchester. Like, obviously, you're gonna throw back the history and this and that, but the realness is that Manchester City are the biggest team in Manchester. Like, there's no argument. But yeah, the last game of the season. Who have we got? We got Everton. We're gonna win our game. I'm sure of that, to be honest with you. I'm quite sure that we're gonna beat Everton. We have to beat Everton. There's no way that we beat Chelsea, United, Tottenham. And we don't finish the season with a W against Everton, especially at home as well, man. I need that parade, man. It's been 20 years, man. I need that parade, like Arsenal. I think first of all, what I want to say is that no matter what happens, man has to say that man's proud of the team, innit? Like you can't downplay the thing and start talking about, yo, it's a bad season, it's this and that. What did we win? I get all of that, but man, I have to be proud of the team, innit, man. Like 37 games, am I still with a chance? Obviously, Man City got Tottenham. Man City got Tottenham on Tuesday. We all know Tottenham are gonna bend over for Manchester City. Do you know what I mean? I've already spoke to my Tottenham brethren, and they've said as soon as Haaland scores, they're gonna be celebrating and talking about Haaland. So yeah, man. I was hopeful against Fulham, man. I thought Awobi would be like, I used to play for Arsenal. I need the 3 points. 2 seconds. Yeah, I thought, sorry, Awobi was playing for Arsenal. He used to play for Arsenal, and I thought Awobi would be like, yo, I need the 3 points. Yo, my boys. Yo, he's a Snapchat guy. I thought he's going to, you know what I mean? That man there was flying. I don't know what they was doing. They was flying drones in training before the game, talking about, I don't even know, man, them Williams and that, man. You man a joke, man. You man probably, you man are on a conspiracy list. I'm going to start doing a conspiracy list as well, man. Players that are conspiring against Arsenal, innit? And I can't lie, Willian and Awobi, you're definitely there. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's about it really for today, man. that's about it, man. Like I said, this is the first YouTube video. This is the first one. You're gonna see more of them. They're gonna come better, they're gonna come stronger. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep giving my views, I'm gonna keep giving my opinions. Follow me on the TikTok, follow me on the Instagram. See, I don't even upload on the Instagram, but follow me on the TikTok, follow me on the YouTube, and follow me on the Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe, swing this one to your brethrens, comment, all of that. Come on, you know how it goes, man. Pow.